Hey guys, Beth Rist here. It's still, well, it's the day after Thanksgiving. It's 2:30 a.m. on Friday. After I discovered what happened to a friend of mine, I have had a plethora of calls, a variety of calls, numerous calls about the situation and about other mysterious things that have happened to this family. I wonder if any of you out there, and I know some of you do, I know most of you do, and I want to sincerely thank you for supporting me in what I do. Like I said, I feel compelled to help people, but it seems like a higher being such as God, who I believe in, and people have the right to believe in whatever they want to, but I believe everything happens for a reason, and mysteriously, what happened tonight to a friend of mine turned out to be a mysterious past with that family. So I'll be looking into that by myself without anybody being responsible. If a family member wants to speak out, I simply give a platform for people to tell their story. It's not about me. It's about them. And I want to give a shout out to Mandy Mullins and her son for speaking out. I'll be doing another interview with them tomorrow or the next day, and be talking to some family members of Larry McClellan. And if you get a chance on my Facebook, and I'll put it on my YouTube, interviewed Larry last summer. Rosie, don't do that. I interviewed Larry last summer. He was playing the guitar. He was sad. He was crying. Very emotional man. Lost his mother. Lost his partner, his wife. And, you know, a lot of us don't realize loss. I mean, I understand when you have loss in your family, or something happens traumatic in your family. I understand that, like, people are private and they don't want people to know their business, but I just think everybody deserves an explanation for why they are no longer here on Earth. And Larry, honey, I know you're in heaven, and I know you saw me go to your door tonight with some prime rib, and I'll find your dogs, honey, and they will be groomed and be taken care of, and I'll find a good home for them. They won't be separated. I promise you that. And to the people in my life, obviously, I don't stay live very long because I have a lot of people that want to get on there and, you know, be disrespectful. And those are the devil's people. Why would you get on a YouTube live video and disrespect somebody when they're talking about somebody passing away? I guess that's how you were raised, right? I wasn't raised like that. So anyway, like I said, I'll be going live tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. I do post some of my videos that I feel important on my Facebook and on my TikTok and on my YouTube. I've got 6 or 7 videos to upload on my YouTube tonight. They'll be on there tomorrow or maybe tonight. I know most of you are asleep after what transpired tonight, and I feel like I can't sleep. And so you guys that are subscribed to my channel, when I have a late night chat, I will include you on that, where you can talk to me personally, and we can discuss anything, and it'll be private. like I said, I do have decals, I do have shirts, I do have mugs. That's not my priority to sell you things. Those things are nice, and but it's not what this is all about. And my message on to you from me is from in here, and I don't need money for that. I just cannot understand how some people sleep at night. You know, your job matters, right? You got to provide for your family. I understand that. I do. But how do you guys, some of you corrupt people, most of you corrupt people, how do you sleep at night? You might sleep well because you might have just had you a big bourbon and a cigar, and you might sleep well, but deep in your heart, in your soul, if you have one, you have to think about the things you do daily to impact other people's lives, and how you change their lives, how you, excuse me, and how you you can manipulate a whole family, a whole generation, by your decision, by being elected by citizens, and you all of a sudden think you're God, right? There's only one God, and anybody can believe in any religion they want to. I'm not in that to talk about that, but I'm saying, you can see, I just had a friend send me a video, and I'm going to share that on my Facebook. And you know, with this artificial intelligence and stuff, you know, and the things we see on the news, that's all gaslighting there, ghosting. If you remember years ago, what was his name? Did the radio show and told everybody it was the end of the world. I can't think of his name. Mills, maybe. So don't believe everything you hear, especially on media, on social media. But I can tell you what, I'm True Blue, and I just say it like it is. And you know, the deaths here in Ironton, Lawrence County, and they just simply call it overdose. People that I know, Stephanie, you know I'm talking about you, honey, can inject you with a hot shot and boom, you're dead. They leave. Oh, it was an overdose. So we'll be looking to all the overdoses in the last 10 years. My team will be doing that. And we'll talk about each and every individual person, and people who loved them and who cared about them, and they have to settle with the sheriff's department and the sheriff or the chief of police, the police department, saying it was just an accidental overdose. Back to blue until it happens to you. I understand that. I back the blue as long as you're honest and you believe in what you're doing and you care about people. But it just seems like everybody gets so corrupt now. You know, when I first got hired in, I made $10.51 an hour at the police department in 1996. In 1986, I was making $14.50 an hour at Armco Steel. So it wasn't about the money. And then when I finally got up to $16 an hour, a couple years later, you know, you think about that when you're driving around. You risk your life for the price of a pizza every day. And when you leave the door and you say goodbye to your spouse, your partner, your dogs, your kids, you don't know if you're ever coming back. And I think we take that for granted a lot of times. I've told you this 100 times. I would do that job for free. And I'm trying to do it right now for free. That's how much that job meant to me. And that's exactly why they took it away from me. And I mentioned the other night in the video that the only reason that men don't like women coming on the predominantly male workforce, and I said it was about they don't want their friends to know what I know. It really wasn't about that. That's part of it, but it's about differential treatment. It's about harassment. It's about a hostile work environment. It's about daily going to work and just dreading it. And especially if you love what you do. I mean, I used to get physically sick when I would go in the morning until I got in the cruiser. And then I knew I could protect people and help people, and I wouldn't have to deal with everybody there at the station. Everybody on the scanner, everybody wonders why I caught everybody first. Well, they were watching porn at the station on midnights, and of course I didn't want to watch porn, and they knew I didn't, so as long as they put that on there, they knew I would go out and patrol the streets while they could sit there and watch it. Now, Pam, honey, I'm going to say it like it is, you know me. You watched it with them, you know you did. I had no desire to watch porn. I was a police officer, and I was supposed to protect the citizens of Ironton. I don't need to be at the station watching porn. And so I didn't do that. So anyway, hopefully interviewing Mandy Mullins and her son again next couple days. Interviewing 2 or 3 more people that have spoke out today with different situations. I don't know for sure, but I heard that Chad Gu is doing better. He's alive, and thank you for the prayers for him. And like I said, I don't wish harm on anybody. I'm glad he's okay, and I will never speak ill about him again. Like I said, this YouTube thing, the TikTok and all that, it might be fun sometimes. It might be facts sometimes. It might be fiction sometimes. But these are real people. These are real lives here. And I think once you grasp that thought about human beings, humanity, humility, perspective, respect, intuition, engagement with people. If you go to the dollar store and you see somebody in line and maybe they're looking down or anything, just look at them up and down and find something to compliment them about. That's what I do. I get rewards from that. Emotionally, mentally, physically. I get rewards from that. See somebody down and out and say, how are you today? It don't cost anything to be nice to people, honey. You know, I seen a lady the other day. She seemed down and out. And I said, I really like your hair. And, you know, she had frowned the whole time. I was watching her in the dollar store, you know. My head's on a swivel. I've got a watch, got a target on my back. But anyway, she looked down and out, and I said, your hair looks really good today. And her eyes lit up, and she said, thank you. And I said, listen, put your chin up and keep going. Have a great Thanksgiving. And I hope I made a difference in her day. I think because a lot of people don't take time to notice other people. They're too consumed with themselves, and we're all guilty of that. We are. But so many people out there that just need empathy and compassion, and I think that's what being a cop should be all about. When I went down there to Larry's house, knocked on the door and knocked on the window, I had no idea that he had passed away on Tuesday. And please Thank you, Penny Press April, for putting that on my Facebook. The video we did with him last summer. It's on my YouTube, and I'm going to try to figure out how to put that up there first. Like I said, I'm not all about keeping everything in order or anything like that. It just is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. See, I can't sit here and actually be comfortable thinking about. I'm warm. My pets are in the house. And I'm wondering where Larry's two dogs are. Sissy and Whiskers. I'll find them. I will find them. And like I said, I would like to have a GoFundMe, not for me, for the dogs and for Larry, for Larry's family. Get them dogs groomed, and you've seen them on the video. They loved him. I mean, they loved him, and now he's gone, and they're somewhere where we don't know where they're at. And animals, I'm telling you what, you've seen videos I've posted where animals lay on their owners' graves, and they sense that. So these dogs, wherever they're at, they're scared. They don't understand what's going on, and when I find them, I would appreciate if everybody would just reach out, donate money to get them whatever they need, and I will give you receipts on how that is spent. I mean, I just can't imagine what those little dogs feel, and you know, people say, "Oh my God, what a sap!" We're talking about dogs, and that's how disrespectful people are on my lives. And LJ, honey, April already found out who you are, and who your family is, and by simply making that stupid comment, honey, boom, I'm gonna make you famous, cause you're an idiot. But anyway, I'll be back here in a little bit. I'm going to be uploading several videos on my YouTube right now. I've been busy with all this other things tonight. I'll be uploading this one first, and then after that, I'll be doing a video introducing finally, and my friend since 1989, Joyce, who cooks those wonderful meals, dearest friend, and great lady, great. She's pure country, and we had a great Thanksgiving, and we laughed, and we went down there, and took Larry's food, and the dogs some chew toys, and they weren't there, so I just don't understand why people can't care about other people. I don't understand that. I cannot comprehend why people do not care about other people. I cannot comprehend why people with authority or a title want to abuse that authority and mistreat people, target people, use people for political gain or for anything. But it seems these people just keep getting elected over and over again. And I did a video the other night. Had an Iron Fighting Tiger shirt on, and they play tonight. Can't wait for that. But I had people come on there and ask me when I said, how does a corrupt cop get fired and then get elected city council? And they said, well, you pled to a misdemeanor. Butch Morford and J.B. Collier threatened me with 5 years in prison if I didn't comply with that misdemeanor. And 5 years in prison for helping somebody poor out of a ticket. That's my officer discretion. But then you get Bradley Spaljeric, who was a cop, trafficking fentanyl, and he gets 12 months in prison and gets out in 6 months. They're going to threaten me with 5 years in prison for helping somebody less fortunate than we are. So dig deep down in your heart, in your soul, if you got one, and think about what I've said. And please, it's not about money, but my second book, The Warrior Within, it's not about me. It's about everything, the cause I've went on and the people I've come across while they were alive and after they were deceased. I just, I can't fathom how people think like that. And I want to thank my my grandparents, my great-grandparents. I was fortunate enough to be alive, and my great-grandparents were alive. Martha Morrison and Papa Morrison. I was born on his birthday, and I'm in my grandparents' house. Dorothy and Norm Rist, and my dad, Norman C. Rist, and my mother, Rosemary Rist, are both deceased and in heaven. Life changes when you get older. When you lose the very staple of your family, which are your parents, most likely your mother or grandmother or whoever raised you. They will mold you into the person you become. You see what I'm saying? We're not born with hate. That's a taught behavior. I know I'm taking breaks here a minute. I got a lot going on in my mind right here. I'm thinking 1,000 things. I want to put my Christmas tree up, but I don't feel like doing that right now because of Larry and all the things that's going on here. And I'm not going to make a dent in anything that happens here in Ironton or in Lawrence County, and I'm aware of that. But I tell you what, I'll speak out about it. I don't want to put my family in danger. I think we already know what would happen if anybody does anything to anybody I care about. But yeah, I'll go to jail for that. But anyway, my God, you know, it was Thanksgiving yesterday, and I find myself in a situation here where, you know, I had a great, happy, fun day, and then thought great, was excited to take Larry prime rib and shrimp and broccoli casserole and dump cake, and I don't even know what all that was, but it was good. I ate it all. So did Brian. And then for him not to be there, I just thought he was at a friend's house, you know. I just thought he might be at a friend's house, but when his two dog beds weren't out there, I just thought maybe, you know, he took them in, and I didn't know he had passed away. And I will find those dogs. I guarantee you that. I will find those dogs. And if you guys want to reach out and help me find those dogs, I would appreciate it. If you have any connection to Larry McClellan or his family, you don't have to speak out about it. Just contact me. I want to know where his dogs are. Sissy and Whiskers. I want to know where they're at. I want to find them. I want to take care of them. I want to find them a good home. So, with that being said, I know that was a lot, right? Man. Wow. I mean, it's just amazing the things that go on here. And I'm sure it's the same way every place, all over the country, but it touches home when it's here. And when you people, and I said you people, When you people, you citizens of Ironton, just sit back and you may watch and you may listen. I understand that a lot of people say, I just don't want to say anything. I understand that. I respect that. You got family. You're afraid of the police harassing you if you speak up for me. That's fine. I don't need that. Okay? I appreciate your support, and I know who supports me. So it's not about anything about me. It's simply about the people I try to help. And why do I do that? People always ask, why do you do it? People don't care about you. I do it because it's rewarding for me. It was rewarding for Joyce and I to sit there and watch that man eat that prime rib with his hands. And God bless him. Honey, I don't know who you are, and I know your first name, but I'm not going to say it. But I'm so glad. You may be, I know where you're at. You're sleeping on cold, wet ground, and but I'm glad you got your belly full, honey. And I wish I could get a grant to, I'm looking into that, to open a place where there's warming centers in Ironton. I mean, there's a lot of people here in Ironton that help the homeless. There's warming centers, and like I mentioned in an earlier video, a lot of these people don't want to go anywhere in public and be seen. They're loners. I mean, they have their own issues. They've got their own mindset from their past and what they've been through, to where they feel safer, where nobody knows where they're at. And I'm sure not going to tell where they're at. I know where they are. And so once again, I'm asking you, not for me. I think we're pretty good on the water issue, but if you want to donate water, they would appreciate it, and put it on my front porch, put your name on it, so I know who dropped it off. But mainly, like I said earlier, they need socks. Thanks to Steve Triplett for the gloves. We handed out so many gloves. Thanks Cindy Roth, my sister, for taking a lot of that stuff to different organizations. And I'm telling you, people, get your priorities straight, okay? That's all I'm asking. Just get your priorities straight, and start caring about each other, and quit worrying about that oh my dollar. I mean, you can't take any of that with you. There's not going to be a U-Haul behind a hearse, okay? Her graves are the same size. Believe me, I'm on the cemetery board. Our graves are the same size. It don't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, how good you are, how bad you are. We're all going to end up the same way. And we're either going to heaven or we're going to hell. And I can't wait to be at the pearly gates. So with that being said, I might do another video here in a little bit, but I'll be live tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. And shout out to Penny Press and Shirley and M, for everything you guys do for me, and the research and all of that. We got a lot of work to do, right? So stay tuned. Bet there is. God bless. I'll be back shortly. I will upload those videos here momentarily. Thank you. God bless. Ironton, Ohio.